The following portion of My Carolina is sponsored by...
This summer, realtors and staff members of Raleigh Regional Association of Realtors took a trip to India to visit with members of NAR India. This trip was part of an effort to understand international business transactions in the country. Here to tell us more are Leslie Williams, realtor and current president of RRAR's board of directors, and Louis Grubbs, broker and a past president of RRAR. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Leslie, welcome back.
Thank you for having us again. We're excited to be here.
I'm also excited. This is super cool, you guys. Tell me all about this trip. What was it like? How, what have you brought back from this adventure?
Oh, so much information that we brought back. But first, I'd like to recognize our association for really working and striving to include all of our members. And we have a very diverse population in Wake County. And so the opportunity to visit India was just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Sure. We visited Mumbai as well as Bangalore. And so Bangalore is where the NAR India conference was being held.
Why is this important for leadership at RRAR?
The reason that it's important is, again, to represent the communities in which we work and serve. Right. And so we have a huge Indian population within Wake County. And not only that, we have a really big global presence with the National Association. We receive several platinum awards for our global initiatives, and we really work hard to make sure that we're an inclusive culture, that we are representing over 10,000 realtors in our association, and so that's why we are engaged in that way.
Yeah, definitely. And, it's really important to have that sort of connection with other countries across the world and to bring it back home so that, you're doing the best job that you can locally at that local level. So why would you say it's important for local realtors to keep this relationship with India and other parts of the world?
Well, it's another opportunity for us to go beyond what we do right here in Wake County, but to get to understand true international business. And that was part of why we went there, to see how realtors in India actually do transactions and how they work differently than us, to be able to provide those resources to individuals here that would like to ultimately one day do business in India.
Amazing. And Louis, okay, give us a little bit of historical background on RRAR's relationship with India.
Happy to, Carly. This relationship actually began in 2019. We had our National Association of Realtors conference in San Francisco that year, and members of our Indian delegation came over and visited with us. At that point in time, our association signed several memoranda of understanding with them and with the Main Street Association of Realtors in the Chicago area to help them cooperatively build, develop, and organize their association. NAR India is only 14 years old, and our association is 100 years old, a little over 100 years old. And so any help we can give them in growing, developing, organizing, creating standards by which to practice, we've offered all of that to them, and we're very proud of our role as an ambassador association to NAR India.
As you should be. So, Louis, how does the housing market compare with ours in the Triangle in India?
Well, it's substantially different. The housing market in India, because of the economy there and because of the population and approach to the diversity of their population, it's rather affluent or rather poor. And so there's really no middle-class business to take care of or opportunities for housing to speak of. And so our term that we use here is affordable housing, and affordable housing takes a very different role because in India, affordable housing would be very nice housing to many people there. There are 28 states in India, and what we learned was that each state operates a little differently as far as how they provide services to their clients. There's no standardization of forms as we have here, no real code of ethics among all of the areas that do business within the country. And so, again, that's one opportunity that we hope they will reach out and allow us, the state of North Carolina and NAR, to help them with, as well as, they begin to continue to organize and grow. They have roughly 2,000 members, and over the next few years, they want to grow that to 30,000 members. Wow. And we hope as a result of that standardization and some of the changes they would like to implement, that we can help be a part of that. But all in all, it was a wonderful experience. And again, and the most hospitable of people. Everyone we met was that way. They provided for our every need. Yeah. They also recognized our ability to be there and provided us with some tokens of appreciation as we left.
Yeah.
The little award.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
They provided one of those to each of us for being there, and congratulated us with a sandalwood lei around our neck. Awesome. And it was really a nice, very nice event. And as Leslie also mentioned, the conferences were in the Bangalore Palace, which is a very old building there, and the British influence is very evident in their architecture still. But the other thing that amazed me too is that with a very diverse country as it is, and a very large population, obviously the second largest population in the world, this amazing group of people, everyone, regardless of their religious belief, was welcome. Mm-hmm. And predominantly it's the Hindu religion there, but the Islam religion is there. And the Protestant religions, we saw a number of Protestant churches as we were traveling around and visiting. And so that was something that was really impressive as well, is that everyone was welcome. Yeah. So well, it was very nice.
Guys, I'm loving your story. I'm so glad you had such a great time, a great experience in India. We could definitely learn some things here in America. Where can people go to learn more about RRAR, getting involved, or just learning more about the process?
To the RRAR's website, so that's www.rrar.com, and then you can go under committees and you can look under the Global Committee and learn more about what the Global Committee is doing, take a look at our association calendar and see the events that we put on. But most importantly, engage with your members. Go to the different communities and learn what's happening there. We're going to have upcoming here in the next couple of weeks an international festival that's going to be put on by the Global Committee that will give you a take into the different cultures and religions that we have here in the Triangle. Perfect. So that's a place to look. Awesome. And thanks again for having us. This was really great to be able to share our experience in India. And we're going to travel again. We're possibly going to go to MIPIM, which is going to be in Cons, France, which is another major international hub where we're going to continue to grow our global presence.
Amazing. Well, thank you for everything you're doing for our community. It's very much appreciated if nobody's told you that. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
The preceding was sponsored by